Hello everyone and welcome back to What If Gohan Turned Evil. This is part 5 and as always I'll leave links to the previous parts in the description and in the cards. Subscribble, do the things, click the buttons, show your appreciation. If you're a generous sort I have a membership and super thanks, so yeah. Now this one has gone without a sequel for far too long. It's criminal how long I've kept you all waiting on this, so let's remedy that. Last time, a currently unknown spectator who was unhappy with the way things were progressing in this timeline made himself known. After slaughtering the inhabitants of Ginger Town and knocking out Piccolo, Gohan from the future approached his present-day counterpart with an offer to make him stronger, telling him that the only way to save the future is to stop Goku. An obvious lie that the younger Gohan falls for completely. As Popo escaped on his carpet to retrieve the others, Future Gohan shoved the younger boy into the Room of Spirit and Time, telling him that he'd buy him some time. There on the lookout, Future Gohan brawled with Goku and Trunks, before revealing his terrifying true power, Super Saiyan 2. Goku and Trunks stand in awe of Gohan's power. As terrifying as it is, Goku can't help but feel proud of his son's progress, and it sets him to worrying about the present version of his son. But there's no time to ponder, as Gohan is on the attack, and neither of the Super Saiyans can fend him off. Grade 2 is effectively useless against him now. Trunks has visibly begun to spiral, sinking into a pit of horror and despair, remembering the devastation this man caused in the future. This is a level of power that even he couldn't hope to match. Goku struggles on but is continuously knocked down. Future Gohan is clearly toying with him at this point. This is when Vegeta arrives, unable to believe his eyes. He joins the battle, reluctantly fighting alongside Goku, but is easily swatted away by Future Gohan, who remarks that he never expected those two to work together. Trunks is still rooted to the spot, unable to move, from the sheer terror. Gohan, seeing this, laughs aloud and takes a moment to answer the question that's been on everyone's mind. Why and how is he here? 25 minutes earlier, Piccolo entered the Room of Spirit and Time, taking young Gohan by surprise. At first, Gohan is resistant to Piccolo, refusing to listen to him. But Piccolo threatens to destroy the door and trap them both in the room forever if he doesn't at least listen to him. He gives Gohan a choice. He knows Gohan has only been in the room for around 2 weeks, an hour or so outside. He tells Gohan that he'll help him to release his hidden potential, because he is their only hope of stopping his future self. Whether he believes him or not, and whether or not he still fights his father later, he knows that Gohan needs his help right now. Gohan accepts when Piccolo reveals these intentions. He could hear Future Gohan and feel his immense power before he entered the room. If they work really hard and get out of there within the next week, he and Gohan should be able to spy on his future self's battle with Goku and Trunks, and learn the truth for themselves. Gohan agrees, and the training begins. Although it hadn't been long, Gohan had made a fair amount of progress on his own, beginning to train himself to hold Super Saiyan naturally, an idea that came to him during his fight with Goku earlier. He saw the futility of using Grade 3 and abandoned the idea immediately. Because of this head start and already knowing Grade 2, I don't think it's a stretch to say that by the 2 weeks mark, Gohan can maintain Super Saiyan for a lot longer and with less energy burn. Within the following week, Piccolo helps Gohan focus and control his energy better, his speciality, and by the end of a week, Gohan's control over Super Saiyan is a lot more refined, but not as perfect as it is in canon. I'd say he's still definitely stronger than Grade 2 Goku and Trunks, but not quite at the level of Grade 4. He needs more time, which Piccolo tells him they can take if they need it. But now that Gohan has his wild thoughts and Super Saiyan instability under control, he's ready to learn the truth. Future Gohan laughs, calling Trunks pathetic, just like the one he knew. He begins with Goku's heart attack, and then the cyborgs, a direct result of Goku's meddling and merging, killing Piccolo and Krillin, and sending him over the edge. Super Saiyan 2 made Gohan unstable, unable to control his rage. He demanded a way to Namek, but Bulma refused to help him, causing Gohan to blow up her lab. As a result of losing the only people he cared about, he spent years taking his anger out on the people of Earth, especially his favourite toy, Trunks, the only strong one left. He explains that one day, the Trunks in his timeline disappeared, taking a time machine, narrowly avoiding death at his hands. Though he did manage to get Bulma. Future Gohan smirks as if remembering something pleasant. He continues, saying that eventually, probably around 3 years later, Trunks returned a lot stronger. He was in Super Saiyan from the moment he arrived, and he was a lot stronger than the pathetic creature in front of him now. He gave Gohan the first challenge he'd had in years. It's such a shame how quickly his new toy broke. But Future Gohan had something better to play with. A time machine. Gohan returned to the past and silently watched as King Cold arrived, and was easily killed by a younger Gohan. But Trunks' arrival caught him by surprise. He realized that he must be in a different timeline to the one that his Trunks returned to, and decided to keep watching. And he didn't like what he saw. Goku and Trunks training together, Gohan feeling even more isolated and alone than he ever had, and worst of all, the cyborgs getting away, unscathed. He wouldn't watch anymore. First Goku, then the cyborgs, then the world. He'd forged the young Gohan into the person he was destined to be. Him. His laughter was cut short by a burst of power from behind him. As he turned to look, a younger Gohan slugged him, catching him by surprise and knocking him over. Gohan stands tall before his future self and says that he'll never become him. Future Gohan scowls and readies to fight his younger self. This fight is far from fair. While Gohan's Super Saiyan is now stronger than his future self's version, Future Gohan in his Super Saiyan 2 form edges him out in power. It's not looking good for Gohan until Goku, Vegeta and Piccolo, along with a renewed Trunks, step in. They may be battered, but with a bit of teamwork they start pushing Future Gohan back. That is until Future Gohan gets angry, launching Vegeta into the temple, throwing Piccolo over his shoulder and firing a blast directly at young Gohan. Gohan closes his eyes and raises his guard, but when he opens his eyes, his father is standing before him. He staggers and says,
"I'm proud of you, Gohan. You're so strong. Have faith in yourself. You'll never be like him."
Goku collapses and dies in front of his son, prompting young Gohan's head to fill with precious memories of his youth. Back when his father was everything to him. When did that change? Why did it change? What was the point of all this time apart if it was going to end like this? And at the end, Goku, no, his dad, had saved him. Gohan explodes, his features sharpen and his hair stands on end as he lets out a roar of sorrow and pain. Future Gohan is in trouble now. And that's where we'll leave it for today. So, what do you guys think? Will Gohan be strong enough to defeat his evil counterpart? If so, will Trunks be able to pull off his own victory in the future? And where will our Gohan go from here? Come back next time to find out. I'd like to give a special thanks once again to everyone on the screen right now. Thank you so much for all your support. You guys help me continue this channel. Don't forget to subscribe, ring the bell, hit the thumb, leave me a comment, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.